Excuse me, barman, you've got a half ripped off QR code on the table. Am I ordering on that, or can I order here, pal? Thank you.
No.
Go, Gadget, go!
It was Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Indeed it was. Very good, sir.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome back, you, behind that lens there. Very nice to see you.
Hi.
This is episode 39. My name...
38.
39.
This is episode 38.
No, we're sending it out as 39. So people ask the question, what happened with 38? And then we'll reveal it.
What happened with 38?
And then we'll reveal it in 20 years' time that we lost the audio and we cried a little bit over it. It nearly actually caused us to quit. But we didn't. We're back. And you know what? I'm Thomas of Millshire.
I'm Dan. This is Derek.
I'm Derek, yeah.
Hello, Derek.
Hi, guys. I'm Derek.
Nice to meet you. And today isn't just episode 39 with a secret 38 that went missing.
What is it? Hottest day on the planet? Or?
It is very warm. It's very warm indeed. Last time it was this hot, we were sat on bar stools, and now we're on a padded, insulated sofa, feeling the heat incredibly. But that's not what I'm here to tell you. Today is also Cow Appreciation Day, and I tell you what, I know a few. And I really
appreciate you, Joe.
Did you call me a cow?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
How are we?
It's not very amusing.
Warm, mate. Warm, yeah.
It's very warm.
So
everyone missed that.
It's not very amusing.
That's just a joke for listeners now.
They can listen to that later.
Yeah, we can.
If we carry on getting any warmer, these buttons will be even lower.
Yeah, you'll be able to, if you're scrolling through the little drag bar on YouTube, you'll be able to figure out how close to the end you are by how many buttons are left on Tom's shirt.
If Joe's still got his shirt on, then there's at least 20 minutes to go.
You know there's a genuine reason? You know how we always joke and say, 30 degrees in England feels hotter than 30 degrees?
Yes.
There's a genuine reason why it feels hotter
30
here.
degrees in England feels hotter than 30 degrees?
Yeah.
30 degrees where? Elsewhere?
Yeah, like, if you're on holiday, 30 degrees is 30 degrees, but here, 30 degrees feels hotter.
Because you've got a little pool to dip in.
It's because
every other place on the planet has air conditioning.
Well, humidity. That's part of the reason. It is humidity.
Yeah, of course it is.
Humidity.
Water doesn't leave
got
the air.
to do with it.
Because we're in such a small island, water doesn't leave the air the same way it does in more larger landmass or landlocked countries.
Constantly roasting.
Yeah, so it genuinely feels warmer here than it does in other countries.
I never used to know.
Sticky.
Yeah.
I never used to know that feels like is a legitimate measure of temperature. Yeah. So I've got a friend.
When you look at the weather on your phone, they're two different temperatures.
Never mind.
Sorry, go on.
End of story. No, that was it. I've got a friend. That was the whole story.
Cool. Go for it.
Lives in Florida, and he used to say like, "Oh, it's 95 degrees, but it feels like it's 101." And me and my other friend, I was like, "What are you talking about? Feels like? What are you a thermometer?"
Yeah.
And then one day I looked, and I was like, "Wait, looked on the weather app. I was like, oh, no, we've been bullying him for no reason."
The two numbers on your weather app
something else to bully him for.
The lowest temperature and the hottest temperature of the day. It's the temperature and the feels like temperature.
No, there is literally a thing that says feels like on the weather app. Yeah.
There is also a low and high.
No, there's not.
There is.
No, there's not. No, the two temperatures are the temperature and the feels like.
I'm looking now.
You can consult your weather app, mate. I'm right. Weather app's wrong.
Where's the highest and lowest? It doesn't say that.
It's 25 and it feels like 25.
Bullshit.
No way.
Feels like 25, guys.
Well, speaking
of water.
You spoke about water. Speaking of weather, which comes from the sky, I would like to segue us on to a bit of news. That has got
we've had some vague
Sky News.
Sky News. And I'll tell you what this news is about the sky, and it has got me very, very excited.
Is it a nod to space as well?
It is a nod to space indeed already. There it is. Very nice. It's been a while since we've done one of them, and I've missed it. You know what? I might even do another one after this if you really look about. Today, the James Webb Space Telescope that has been flying around up in the sky for a long time now, preparing itself and configuring itself, has produced its official first full-colour image.
It's actually revealed a couple.
They've
been releasing them all day. They're mega.
Oh, it is the most detailed images that we have ever known of our universe. And it covers only a speck of space.
And it starts from 4 billion years ago.
Matt, no, it's not. I will tell you in a second. If you held a grain of sand on the end of your finger there and extended it to arm's length and looked at the sky, that is the amount of space that the telescope has captured. It is a minute little bit of space. However, that's not the weirdest thing about these images. It gets weirder. On these images,
they found aliens.
I wish that'd be amazing.
They found
the
Elon
stars.
Musk's Tesla Roadster.
Still
The
going
stars spell out send nudes.
On these images, it doesn't say send nudes. There are a number of smudges and arcs.
We've been looking at different ones
within the image. These are actually galaxies that are behind the picture that's been captured, even further back, that are actually the light that's been emitted from them is being warped by the gravity that is surrounding by the huge mass of galaxies that has been captured. So it's actually warping the lights. Those galaxies that are being smudged and warped in the background are actually some of the first galaxies the universe has ever formed. And they're actually, when we're looking at that, we are looking back 13.5 billion years into the past at the very first structures of our universe. How mad. Like that is monumental. That's big.
I also find it incredible that if you don't put anything in its way, light will continue to just travel.
Indeed.
Like you would argue at one point, you'd have thought light would stop traveling, but if it reaches 13.5 billion light years...
You know the reason for this, don't you?
Because if you're driving a car at the speed of light and turn the headlights on...
No, you know why light continues to be sent across space, don't you? Please tell me you know the answer to this
because
question.
Of the vacuum.
Yeah, because it's a vacuum.
But it's still incredible to think that even that distance...
It's not to think that those galaxies probably don't exist anymore either.
Probably not. We'll never know. And do you know why we'll never know?
Born too late to explore the seas.
Oh, well, I'm going
Born too late to explore... Born too early to explore space.
Nope.
Born just in time.
Yeah, sure.
To appreciate the Biden administration.
Right. Well, you sound like you're losing your mind, just like Biden. And I would like to do a second segue, if you are all right with it.
Nope.
No, mate. Now what are you going to do?
End of the podcast. Thanks for listening. I've been Tom Mills.
That was a quick episode.
It's another space one, so I'm going to keep us on topic, and then you can talk about whatever you bloody want. All right?
Cool.
Thank you. Now, have you ever wondered, looking up at the night sky, what actually happens in 1 second? You probably haven't.
I can't think that fast.
I was going to say, by the time I've thought about what's happening in 1 second, it's been many seconds.
Right now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, so the next time you're bemusing yourself looking at the sky, you can understand. 120 large black holes are born. 1,200 stars explode. 60,000 stars are born. 60 million planets are formed out of nothing. And the Milky Way travels about 1,000 kilometers and grows 500 meters. And that's all in 1 single second.
And Adam Sandler publishes a new shitty movie.
He does.
Nicolas Cage agrees to 1 extra script.
Did you know, because of the speed that the Earth is spinning at, if it were to just stop, everything, and I mean everything,
vaporize,
would just turn to dust.
That's cool.
It's nuts to think about.
That's
just,
mad.
I mean, if
that must be a big can of WD-40 to keep the...
It is a big can.
Yeah.
It's a very big can.
Big can.
It's the can.
Do you know, I was going to play that. I was going to play that before I decided on Inspector Gadget.
I heard you playing it, but you didn't.
I didn't. Because I knew you'd make this can joke, and therefore...
Well, throw it out to the listeners, see if we actually get a response. What do you want to hear Joe play next week?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get a response.
And then I'm going to revel in all 0 responses, and then I'll decide on the spot like I do every week.
And then what you do is you go, this one's from Dave. Thanks very much for the recommendation, Dave. And it makes it seem like
this
we've got
one's
all
from
the listeners.
Derek.
Oh, we've just got a message in from Alex, who lives in St. Albans. Thanks for shouting in, Alex. I didn't get anything.
This one's from Daniel Mills.
That's your hand.
This one's from Thomas Benham.
Oh, no way.
I've just had a text from the police telling me my court date's in a week.
Oh my God.
But moving on from the news anyway. I'll try actually speaking about something else now.
Please.
I've got a would you rather for you.
Oh.
Would you rather have £1 million right now, or 1 penny.
1 penny.
That doubles for the next 30 days.
1 penny that doubles for the next 30 days.
And do you know why?
Because of the maths.
Because by day 30, you would have over £5 million.
Yes, I win. So all I need to do then is find a penny,
tax-free?
pick it up, and in 30 days I'll have good luck.
Is it tax
Exactly.
free?
Depends if you declare it, mate. Or stay in the country.
So if I get a penny and then
Neither
just
of which I would do.
get another penny, and then I'll be a millionaire.
That's only on day 1. On day 2, you need to find 2 pennies.
I was going to say, you've got to find an investment fund
Day
that
3,
doubles
you've got
that
to
on a
find
daily
4
basis.
pennies.
Well, I'll just sell it. I'll sell a penny for 2p.
But then that maths is sound until you start getting up to big numbers.
That's all right. If I can sell,
Because you've then got to convince
2p.
someone to sell like £5,000 for £10,000.
Oh yeah, because
People do these trade things, though, don't they?
Yeah.
What, like trading a bobby pin for a house?
Yeah, when they do, I'm going to trade from this thumbtack to a Tesla. And it's like, okay.
More feel the person that trades the first thumbtack. Whatever they traded for that thumbtack, why don't they just start their own series?
Because you never know when you're going to need a thumbtack.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, it is.
A pyramid scheme of investments.
You never know when you're going to need a thumbtack.
You never know.
I knew when they said TikTok was bringing back loads of trends, I thought it was just like, Vine trends. I didn't realise we're bringing back multi-level marketing schemes.
I watch these on YouTube.
Oh, we're keeping you up, pal.
Sorry, I don't watch these on TikTok.
I don't have the attention span for a 60-second trade project. You dedicate a YouTube video length to it.
No, I mean, like, I've seen them on YouTube.
I tell you what I do have attention span for on YouTube. It is either...
I've lost my focus now, mate, sorry.
It is either jungle survival technique videos of people in the rainforest making things like pools and villas and underground things but they're actually faked, and it's not.
I watched a YouTube video about this today,
and it's not real,
where he said about how most of it's fake.
But I'll happily spend 45 minutes watching one of them, or watching Tested on YouTube.
Cool.
Tested?
Yeah.
What do they? If you say they test things,
the Mythbusters.
Oh yeah,
Mythbusters Adam. He just makes things in his workshop. And I can sit and watch him all day make a poker chip holder.
What a strong attention span you have. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, I don't know what an HD is, but my doctor tells me I've got ADHD.
Yeah. He watches them in 30-second blocks. Goes, right, that 30 seconds of that, cool, I'll come back to that later.
It's like being on TikTok for an hour. I just pause it and then start again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like any video.
That's the key.
Just like pretend to swipe your finger on the screen.
A couple of years ago, College Humor posted this video that's like 4 or 5 minutes long, and it's, I can't remember his surname, but Adam, who's one of the guys that works for them, who he basically just sits there, he's like, nothing's going to happen during this video. He was like, just want to test your attention span.
And nothing happened.
I remember watching it literally nothing happens. A couple of years ago, I watched it. I was like, it's fucking easy. If I watched it now, I'd go, this is shite. And I'd turn it straight off. I couldn't do it anymore.
I think it's the fact that nothing is happening. It makes it harder to watch for those 5 minutes.
It's not even, he keeps
the
talking
problem is,
to the
though,
camera.
if they do a series of them, at some point, you would question, like, I'm going to have to watch it because this could be the one that breaks it. Like, there could be something happen. Yeah.
The problem is, I'm very sorry. The problem is, short form content has monopolized the world.
We sit there and we scroll through Instagram and TikTok, absorbing little nuggets of information and forgetting about them 5 minutes later.
This is what I do. I open.
Why are we here, by the way? I've completely forgot.
I open TikTok. Go, cool. Not interested. Lock my phone. And I go, wonder if there's anything interesting on TikTok.
I do the same with the
And I
fridge.
go
I was just about to say, it's like when you go and have a look in the
back
fridge.
onto it.
Have you ever thought about how when you repeatedly go to the fridge, it's never to see something new has arrived in the fridge.
I only do it to see
if
when the
your
light goes
standards
off.
have lowered to a low enough point that you will eat what's in the fridge.
I'd literally just eat a stick of butter if that's all.
To eat
there.
applesauce.
Yeah.
It's still there for
Have you ever been
I just do it so I can see when the light goes off.
And this is a very weird
That's why I keep going
segue,
to
but
the
it's
fridge.
just because I was thinking of packets on food and that my head went to just
You were thinking of what?
Packets on food. Have you ever been so bored when sat on the toilet that you start just reading the packets or whatever's around? Like the bottle of bleach next to the toilet.
No.
Like, forgot your phone, started reading.
No.
So you sit on the toilet and you read packets on the back of
like if I've
bleach
ever
and
forgot to
toilet
set my
roll.
phone to the toilet,
Who does that?
I'll sit there and whatever's
You don't
like,
take your phone to the toilet?
I'll look at the ingredients of bleach.
Right.
Yeah. The
Kills-
warning
kills-
signs of bleach.
Kills 99.9% of
If
bacteria.
it kills 99.9%, why not
hopefully-
just put it on twice?
But hopefully, 100% of me.
So, just very quickly from behind the camera, Jess has just informed us there's a piece of cake going to auction, and now I'm very intrigued. No.
The Royals Antiques are going to auction.
The what?
The Royals Antiques.
What's the Royals Antique?
It's shit they nicked from other countries.
Old stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
Queen Victoria, a pair of her underwear is set to go for at least 12,000. A piece of William and Kate's cake from 2015.
How have they
Who
kept
kept it?
How have they kept that?
Yeah, they wrapped it up and put it in a tin.
Is it the top tier that's made of fruitcake, which lasts?
I think it said it was a fruit
Imagine if it comes in like the worst tin you've ever seen. It comes in one of them old sewing
The
tins.
tradition of a top tier of a cake is to make it out of fruitcake, keep the top tier, and use it at your first child's christening.
And then there's also a piece of Charles and Camilla's.
Damn.
Wedding cake.
Oh my God.
So the Royals are going to the effort of auctioning stuff off, and they think they'll get 500 quid. I won't bother. I'd keep it for 500 quid. What difference is that going to make to anyone? 500 quid to find out what Victoria's Secret is, eh?
Only cost me 15 when I bought my perfume.
It's not the cheapest of brands.
They whisper it to you. They whisper it to you as you're making your purchase in Victoria's Secret.
So that'll be £15, please. Thank you very much. Just tap your card on the machine. Thank you.
Victoria's Secret.
Clearly, the Queen's on a way.
Sorry, what was that? Google Queen
It's really
Victoria's
bad
underwear.
that people pay the same. People will pay the same for Queen Victoria's underwear as they did for Belle Delphine's bathwater.
Sorry, have you seen this new offer that Belle Delphine's running, by the way?
No.
It's £100,000. Spend a day with her.
Sold.
But it's like, it's the let me find the
I don't even know who this person is.
Belle Delphine.
Is this the woman that
She was a YouTuber.
Sold a
that
bathwater.
yeah.
Sold a bathwater.
and made it and put herself in hospital
Here we
because
go.
she was like crippling.
One night with Belle Delphine, $100,000. Spend a night with me and I will make all your fantasies come true. You can record everything that happens between us on video as a souvenir. The only problem being, she said everything can be recorded, so you could easily just be like, I will forever hold this above your head for you blackfishing if you don't reimburse my $100,000.
Why does Joe just know all these words?
Reimburse.
Yeah.
I like how we both went for reimburse. What, you've never heard the word blackfishing?
No.
That's mental.
Oh, good.
You've never heard that term?
That was like the
That's
Masters. I properly teed you up there, didn't I?
Yeah.
You're
High
welcome,
five.
gents.
No luck. Great one. You nearly touched my
Smashed it.
penis then, so just high five me this time. There we go.
I could have hit it all along.
I'm joking. You didn't nearly touch my penis because you went nowhere near my socks.
£100,000 just so you can go to the
Dollars.
pub, have your tea made for you, and come home to an argument.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
Girlfriend experience.
And I've still got to spend money on Lego.
Yeah.
You've got to spend money on the whole $100,000.
Lego's just gone up in price, guys.
Has
So you've then got
Has
to...
it?
Yeah. They've just raised the prices
Oh, I'm never buying Lego again.
by 10 to 15%.
I know. Actually, I've got 100 quid off. I can buy Lego. Never mind.
That'll cover the increase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
It'll still be just as expensive.
Yeah, it will be. But with 100 quid off, that I've had to spend like £1,000 to get. So not worth.
Lesson to any kids on the internet that may be listening to this.
Lego
Firstly,
VIP
drugs.
cards
Yeah.
aren't worth it.
yeah,
Don't
you probably
do it.
shouldn't be listening to this for a start.
Piss off.
For any kids that are listening,
But
an
yeah,
adult show.
Don't get caught up into getting VIP points at the Lego shop. Just buy it wherever it's cheapest.
I don't agree with that.
Stay in school. Don't do drugs. And don't buy Lego as
No.
a VIP member at the
Wrong
Lego.
way
Joe's
round.
not agreeing. He's like, no. I
Wrong
want a
way-
brand endorsement. Stop
Wrong
this,
way
guys.
round.
Lego.
Don't stay in school. Do drugs. Buy Lego. Look how I've turned out.
Horrifically.
Doesn't even have a comeback.
It's fine. See whose
I was
microphone
going to
gets
say, you
muted
say
through
it's fine
this.
holding back the tears.
We'll see whose microphone gets muted this episode.
Did you end up watching Thor in the end?
I have not. That's
thought
the
you
end of
went.
that.
Fair enough.
Do you want to know who dies?
Everyone.
Do you want to know who dies in Stranger Things?
No?
Never
Do
mind.
you want to know who dies?
Your mum.
Someone.
Whee!
Every time I click my fingers.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember that TV advert?
And 120 large black holes are formed.
You not remember the one
It's
where...
like UNICEF adverts, isn't it? Every time I click my fingers, a child dies. Stop clicking
Yeah,
your
but have you
fingers.
seen the uni? Stop clicking your fingers.
Stop it! Stop doing that! I'll pay the money!
Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes.
Have you seen the UNICEF advert recently where it's a cameraman and he's like, these are some of the scenes I've had to film and this and that? I'm like, well, you don't have to film them. Like, you could just help out.
Absolute scenes. Scenes.
Excuse me, mate.
Could you do it again? Could you just do that dying cough again?
Yeah. Just take another sip of the pond water. I didn't get the right angle.
Honestly.
We shouldn't joke about these things.
No, we shouldn't.
But we are. So kids, don't listen.
That's what comic relief is.
I think to a certain extent, some things can be jokes about. For example, WaterAid. WaterAid are one of the shittest charities you can actually endorse.
Why?
By far.
Because they'll pay to build a pump.
But if it breaks, they don't fix it. And they also don't teach people how to fix it when they go. They install it and then they leave.
So what they do
pump's broke on you.
Is teach you what clean water tastes like. And then when it's gone, it's gone.
That's what I think Elon Musk is going to do when the planet dies. He's like, here's a spaceship.
I mean,
see you later.
Elon Musk.
Figure it out.
Elon Musk will be dead long before the planet dies.
Not before.
Have you seen that he's got? He had twins last year.
He did.
Came out the other day.
Secret. They came out already.
They have, yeah.
How do they know if they're straight or gay?
Who knows? Artificial intelligence.
Oh, wow.
He upgraded them when they were 2.
God, that's mad.
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts. I mean, when you think about it, he's a bit of a shitty guy.
Now, we've had a lot of talks today of nonsense, but also about space. And I feel like I'm on a roll. A roll of bread. No, I'm joking.
And you call my segue shit.
Did you call it a roll?
No,
call it a loaf.
I feel like I'm on a roll and I'm enjoying the space themed topic.
Just ask the question.
Is it a roll or a loaf?
No.
A roll is different to a loaf.
A roll of bread or a loaf of bread.
A bread roll is different to a loaf of bread.
But you said roll of bread. I've never heard anyone say roll of bread.
You just have.
About
10 seconds
roll?
ago, he said
I've heard bread roll, but not a roll of bread.
Rolling
rolling on a river.
Anyway, sorry, loaf of bread.
So if you'll peel your ears back and entertain my next venture of words and 4-letter wordsmiths, I would like to tell you about the oceanic pole of inaccessibility.
Oh, yeah.
You nearly said I've said it again.
I was just about to say, you told us this last week.
When would I have said that? Episode 38, baby.
Don't know who you're on about, mate. Consider me Robbie Williams. I will entertain you.
Now, this oceanic pole of inaccessibility, if you don't already know, is also known as Point Nemo, like the fish, like the cartoon Pixar character. Okay. Now, Point Nemo is the furthest point you can get on Earth from land. It is literally in the middle of nowhere.
Where's nowhere?
I'm going to tell you. It's located in an area called the South Pacific Gaia, which doesn't really have many currents, which means that there isn't a lot of life through it because...
It's all like 80s music then, 90s instead of current.
Exactly, yeah, it's not current. You know, you get a bit of Motown in there every now and again. If you're really lucky...
As you go past it, you just hear, Uptown Girl. You go past fast enough, you say, Uptown Girl.
Yeah, exactly. This area is basically dead because it doesn't have any current. It doesn't get any microbial bacteria or anything coming through it. Not life.
Oh, I thought it said light.
There is no vegetation for anything to wanker on or for fish to feed on. Now,
I keep seeing a fly. It's pissing me off.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Because of its remoteness, the people that actually get closest to this location, and I told you this was a nod to space, are the astronauts on the International Space Station. They literally nod space. Thank you. Now, that undersells how far away Point Nemo actually is. The ISS is 254 miles from sea level.
That's not far. It's not far less than a tank of petrol.
Yeah, you could just skip up there if you wanted.
2.5 hours.
But you just turn your car on its back and drive forward.
Exactly. 70 miles an hour. I'll be there in a couple of hours.
However, you might struggle to get to Point Nemo from land because it is 1,680 miles away from the nearest coast.
I'll jog that.
Yeah,
just do a little dash from The Incredibles.
Now,
no, I just do an 11,000 mile jog every day.
Oh, nice.
Fair enough.
11,000.
You say 11,000?
You still won't make it then because you've got another 580 miles to go.
Yeah, I'm still working on that bit.
Oh, cool.
Gets a mile closer each day.
Yeah, just goes back. And then realise he's done 22,000. And he's like, oh.
I do the 11,000. I go, I'll get that with a 500 another day. And then I just sink.
So is this where you see these people on TikTok that are they're doing the live from like, I'm in the middle of the sea. my battery's going to run out.
Possibly.
I have literally never
Possibly.
seen this.
Now, coincidentally, Point Nemo is also where we are going to throw the ISS when we are done with it. Which isn't actually that far off. It's only in a couple of
I'm
years.
going to do it. They're going to land it, and then I'm going to launch.
Is it because there's no gravity in space? The astronaut can float on the outside of it.
The
just
astronaut
push
basically,
it,
they just go outside of the space station. They do
But
an extra.
they'll
They do an extra
fall back
vertical
to Earth if you
activity,
do that.
and they just go dink, and it goes towards the ground like that. It's amazing.
It sounds like when you're a kid
sometime.
trying to feed someone food.
Basically,
No, because it burns up on re-entry.
yeah. But the actual throwing satellites into the sea is a real thing. And because Point Nemo is so remote, there isn't actually any maritime traffic that goes through it, which means it's quite a safe place to throw a massive space station into the ocean. And how exciting is that going to be, watching it come through the sky?
That's why I got stranded
To get it
there
right.
then.
Yeah.
Because there's no boats going through it. So that's why I got stranded there for so long.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Dan's gone. I am very glad that last order's just happened then, because it's slightly repulsed me then, mate.
I've sunk lower and lower into this chemistry.
Before you disappear into it, I think we best wrap things up.
Like a Christmas present.
Like a Christmas present, because we're not far off now. Thank you.
We're halfway through the year.
So very, very, very much for listening to us chat absolute nonsense for probably, after it's been cut together and edited
15
slightly,
minutes.
about 5 minutes, because most of it was awfully racist, sexist, and inappropriate.
Yeah, but
to
I've
go
told-
out onto the World Wide Web.
I've told you about
Unappropriate.
saying those things, Tom.
Unappropriate, that word
I've
that
told you
everyone
about
knows,
saying those
definitely
sorts
in
of
the
things,
English
Tom. You
dictionary.
just never learn.
My name was Thomas of Millshire.
My name was Dan.
I'm Derek.
Hi, Derek, Civvy, and cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
What a rubbish. I need to stop drinking out of tins. because
Wait for me. Wait
these-
for me.
It really close.
These things are rubbish. There you go. Lovely.
Ta-da.
Lovely.